What's up, everybody? You already know who it is. It's DripGodDero, and I'm back at you guys with another bang. So, in today's video, we will be pretty much doing part two of yesterday's video. And for yesterday's video, the topic was every playoff team's nightmare matchup. Now, for this video specifically, we will be talking about the Western Conference. If you want to check out the Eastern Conference, check out the video that I released yesterday. But without further ado, let's switch over and let's get right into it. Alright, so we have switched over, and similar to yesterday's video, I will predict the team that I feel like will be the named the team's worst matchup before we actually check it out. So the first team we have on the list as the number one seed is the Denver Nuggets. What Western Conference playoff team do I feel like will be the Denver Nuggets' worst matchup? That's pretty hard. Maybe the Grizzlies? Maybe the Grizzlies? I'm thinking about the Grizzlies being the worst matchup. Either the Grizzlies or maybe the Clippers. I'm going with Grizzlies though. Let's see if I'm right. Oh, it's the Dallas Mavericks. Interesting. So, alright, so it says the nightmare matchup for the Denver Nuggets is the Dallas Mavericks. They are 2-2 against the Dallas Mavericks, and as I said in the last video, I will paraphrase this. I know a lot of us just getting off work and things of that nature. Me personally, I just got off work. I actually had to go in the office today. But anyways, let's get back to the topic at hand. Let's read into this a little bit. The Nuggets are beginning to run away in the Western Conference with 7.5 games now separating them from the number 2 seeded Memphis Grizzlies. Should they face the Mavericks as early as round 1, however, there should rightfully be some apprehension. Although 2-2 on the season against Dallas, the two teams have only played each other once since the Mavs traded for Kyrie Irving. So that's pretty much their argument for that, and also that they don't really have a good defensive answer for Luka Doncic, which kind of makes sense. Me personally, I feel like the best matchup they have against him is maybe Aaron Gordon, maybe, because he has some size. And if you don't want to go with him, maybe KCP, or maybe, I don't know about that. I personally put Aaron Gordon on him to try to slow him down, but that definitely makes sense. They don't really have a good lockdown defender to stop Luka Doncic. And also they do have Kyrie Irving, and they haven't played the Mavs with Kyrie Irving. So I guess that makes sense, and let's keep it moving. I wouldn't really consider it a nightmare matchup because they are 2-2 against each other, but let's keep moving. Alright, so next up is the Memphis Grizzlies. Who do I feel like will be the nightmare matchup for the Memphis Grizzlies? I hope I get at least one right, man. Come on, man. Who I feel like will be a nightmare matchup? That's interesting. Maybe the Clippers. I don't know why, but I kind of got the feeling the Clippers would be a nightmare matchup for them. Who else would be a good nightmare matchup for them? Let me think. Or the Denver Nuggets. But anyways, let's scroll down. Let's see who it is. Golden State. Golden State. Let's read into this. All right. So the Memphis Grizzlies' nightmare matchup is the Golden State Warriors. During this season, they are 0-2 against them. Now, let's read into this. Let's see exactly what they feel like is the main causes for this. This is already one of the great budding rivalries in the NBA, thanks in part to some elite trash talking and a spark that turned into fire during last year's playoffs. Going back into the 2022 Western Conference semifinals, Golden State has won 5 of its last 6 meetings against the Grizzlies, a battle between the past, present, and future of the conference. Steph Curry's 34 points have helped defeat Memphis in late January, and the Warriors didn't even need their superstar to beat the Grizzlies 123 to 109 on Christmas Day. So it looks like the Golden State Warriors do have the Memphis Grizzlies number. And since they are actually 0-2 against the Golden State Warriors, yeah, it looks like they're a nightmare matchup. It looks like it's real. It looks like it's real. So if I'm a Memphis Grizzlies fan, I would not want to see the Warriors, especially with Stephen Curry getting healthy. He did actually play his most recent game, and he looked pretty good. So, man. Good luck to the Memphis Grizzlies. Hopefully, y'all don't run into them boys. But let's keep it moving. All right, next up is the Sacramento Kings. Can I please get at least one of these teams right, man? Come on. I'm going Denver Nuggets, man. Come on, man. I'm going Denver Nuggets for them. Fuck. Goddamn. I got it wrong again. All right, so the Sacramento Kings nightmare matchup is the Phoenix Suns. They are 0-2 against the Phoenix Suns. Let's read into this a little bit. The Kings recently gave up 120 points in a loss to the Suns on Valentine's Day in Kevin Durant's first appearance in Phoenix. The real problem: Durant was merely a spectator, cheering his new team on from the bench while still resting from his MCL sprain. His absence didn't mean much for the Suns, who took down Sacramento thanks to a 61-point game from Devin Booker and DeAndre Ayton. So, yeah, do they have a number? Man? Yeah, I think they might have a number. And then, think about this as well. Kevin Durant has just been added to this team, and the previous 2 wins were before Kevin Durant was even on the team. So, yeah, man, it's looking like that might be a nightmare matchup. For sure. But let's keep it moving. All right, Phoenix Suns. Who do I feel like the Phoenix Suns nightmare matchup will be? Bruh, can I get at least one right, bruh? Sheesh. Come on, man. Who do I think it will be? Maybe the Mavericks. I would say the Mavericks because I don't feel like they really got somebody who can really guard Luka. I'm gonna go with the Mavericks. Fuck. Hopefully I get it right. Oh my god, bro. Well, Denver Nuggets, they make sense because who can really guard Jokic as well? Man, there's some bullshit. I keep getting it wrong. But, hey, let's read into it. All right, so the nightmare matchup for the Denver. All right, so the nightmare matchup for the Phoenix Suns is the Denver Nuggets. They are 0-2 against the Denver Nuggets. Let's read into this. All right, so it says, given that the Suns haven't lost with a healthy Kevin Durant in this lineup, it's tough to identify who their nightmare matchup will be just yet. Through 198 total possessions, Phoenix has a net rating of plus 23.7 with Durant on the floor. A heavyweight fight with the Nuggets could prove the most challenging matchup given the amount of star power and depth on Denver's roster as well. So, I definitely think that this will be an interesting matchup because you do have some long and athletic defenders such as Michael Porter Jr. and also Aaron Gordon, who can try to slow down my boy KD. And we know Jamal Murray, he can also get hot, and he can definitely put some pressure on CP3. So I definitely feel like this will be an interesting matchup. Another thing I do just want to note is that, let's keep it real, DeAndre Ayton, he cannot guard Nikola Jokic. Like he can't. So I could definitely see why this is a nightmare matchup. It makes sense. Let's keep it moving. Can I get at least one fucking correct one? Golden State Warriors. Let me think long and hard before I do this one because I'm tired. I'm tired, bro, of getting them wrong. I think it's the Denver Nuggets. I really do because, like, who can really defend Jokic? Jokic is too big for all of their bigs. They really don't even really have a big who's over 7 foot. So I'm definitely going with the Nuggets. Let's see if I'm right, man. Come on, man. Come on, man. What the fuck? Bro, what the fuck? Bro. Goddamn. I can't win, bro. Alright, so their nightmare matchup is the Phoenix Suns. And they are 0-3 against the Phoenix Suns. Now, me personally, I don't feel like this should be a... Like, if you think about it somewhat logically, I don't think it should be that bad of a matchup. I feel like the Warriors, they match up pretty well against a team like the Phoenix Suns. Like, you have Wiggins, who could at least try to slow down KD. He has some good size. You have Klay Thompson, who I know he has taken a step back defensively, but he can at least, slow down Devin Booker and also output some scoring to, dampen how much offense, Devin Booker actually puts out. So it's like, man, damn. But I guess they are a nightmare matchup if they are 0-3 against them. But me personally, I really feel like the Golden State Warriors, they kind of match up well against the Phoenix Suns. But I guess I'm wrong on that one, man. Let's keep moving. Dallas Mavericks, man. I'm scared to even attempt to even give my guess because it seems like I keep getting these hoes wrong, man. And I'm getting tired of it, bro. I'm getting tired of it. I'm going to go Sacramento Kings, man. Come on, man. Can I get one right, bro? Bruh. I might as well give it up on this video, bro. I ain't going to get them right. All right. So, the Dallas Mavericks nightmare matchup is the Minnesota Timberwolves. So, they do have a season record of 1-2 against the Timberwolves. Me personally, I don't feel like that's really a nightmare matchup if you really just think about it. Me personally, I would really think that it would be the other way around. Like, literally. And the reason I say that is just because when you think about a team like the Dallas Mavericks, they have so much shooting. And with Minnesota, they have Rudy Gobert, a player who struggles to really get out to that three-point line when it comes to rotations and things of that nature. So it's really surprising that the Minnesota Timberwolves are their nightmare matchup. But let's try to read into this too, get some more information on why the Minnesota Timberwolves are the nightmare matchup. So let's read into it. While the Wolves may not scare teams the way the Phoenix Suns, Golden State Warriors, or Denver Nuggets, while the Wolves may not scare teams the way the Phoenix Suns, Golden State Warriors, or Denver Nuggets would, they remain a bad matchup for these Mavericks. Dallas has already dropped their first meeting in the Kyrie Irving era, a 124-121 loss on February 13th. It's a bad sign for the Mavs that Irving and Luka Doncic combined for 69 total points and still couldn't secure a W. Rudy Gobert, 21 points on 9 of 9 shooting and 14 rebounds, offers enough room to Terrence to force Irving and Doncic to make jumpers, while neither has the defensive chops to slow down Anthony Edwards. And Anthony Edwards, he scored 32 points in their recent win. So, all right, that definitely makes sense when it comes to just the size that they do have in the interior, in that paint. So, I can understand that, but I still feel like it could go either way, to be honest. Like, if Dallas really gets hot from three, it's nothing that the Minnesota Timberwolves can really do. But at the same time, if they're not hitting from three, then it's going to be clumps because they got Rudy Gobert in that paint swatting everything. So, hey, I wouldn't really consider this a nightmare matchup, but hey, it is what it is. Let's keep moving, man. Can I get one right? Can I get one right? Minnesota Timberwolves. Who are their nightmare matchup? All right, let me think on this one. I'm either going Denver or I would probably go with either Denver or who else? Probably the Suns, maybe. Denver, Suns, and before it's some bullshit, and before it's a whole different team, and I'm just wrong on all of them. I'm going either Denver or the Suns, bro. All right, here we go again, bro. All right, so the nightmare matchup for the Minnesota Timberwolves is the Golden State Warriors. The season record against the Golden State Warriors is 1-2. So, me personally, I wouldn't really consider this a true nightmare matchup, but I could see why the Minnesota Timberwolves will struggle with a team such as the Golden State Warriors just because of all the shooting, especially when it comes to the guards. Yeah, Jordan Poole, who's running around picks, pulling up. You have Steph Curry, who's running around picks, pulling up. You also have Klay Thompson, who's running around picks, pulling up, hitting threes. So I could definitely see why they would be a team that the Minnesota Timberwolves will struggle with, especially because, as we know, when it comes to Golden State, they do perform a lot of picks. And they definitely like to get the big man involved with those picks. So Rudy Gobert will likely be seeing a lot, either trying to rush to contest a corner three by Steph Curry or Klay Thompson or Jordan Poole, or he'll be seen way on the outside by the three-point line because of a switch trying to guard one of these players. So I could definitely understand why they are somewhat of a nightmare matchup, but I wouldn't consider them a true nightmare matchup just because they're 1-2. But let's see if there are any other teams on this. And all right, last but not least, Los Angeles Clippers, man. Who is the nightmare matchup for them? I would either go Dallas or Denver. I'm going Dallas or Denver, bro. Can I at least get one? Let's go! Let's go, man. My bad if I just killed y'all earphones and y'all ears and all that, but bro, I finally got one right, bro. I finally got one right. I didn't go 0 of 8. My God. I didn't go 0 of 8. I didn't go all white lights. I finally got a green light, man. I finally got a green light. So, anyways, let's get it, man. I'm excited about that. I got that bitch. But anyways, the nightmare matchup for the LA Clippers is the Denver Nuggets. They are 0-4 against the Denver Nuggets. And I really feel like the main thing that really is killing them against the Denver Nuggets is that they don't really have a option to stop Nikola Jokic. They don't really have too many big bodies to really stop him, to be honest. And then it's like they also have guards that can really get hot as well, such as Jamal Murray as well. But let's read into this a little bit. So, There is no debate on who the Clippers will want to avoid this postseason. Unfortunately, a projected number 8 seed would mean a first round meeting with these Denver Nuggets who they've yet to beat in 4 regular season meetings. Kawhi Leonard has suited up in 3 of those losses, although the Clippers have been outscored by a whopping 49 points in his 95 total minutes. That pretty much tells you everything. They can't slow this team down when it comes to their offense, and that's tough. That's tough. But hey, man, if you enjoyed this video, like the video, comment on the video, subscribe to the motherfucking channel, turn on notifications. I finally got one, man. I'm 1 of 8. I'm 1 of 8 on this bit, man. Tell me in the comments down below, what are you? Was you 8 of 8? Was you 1 of 8 like me? Or was you 0 of 8? But hey, I'm out, man. Peace. Let's get it.